Welcome to Showify Me. Today is Thursday and I'm Nico and we're gonna talk about my favorite news from today. First thing I want to talk about is Megan Fox. As you know, she had a baby 3 months ago while she was making of her new movie, This Is 40. She has been taking care of her new baby for the last 3 months since she gave birth, and yesterday we could see him for the first time on the premiere of her new movie, which I mentioned, This Is 40. As you can see, and we can see here in the pictures, she's still as hot as a 26-year-old girl who knew before her birth. So talking about famous people, we know Lindsay Lohan was arrested last year for stealing a necklace at the jewelry store. My point now is that she's facing real jail. And since we're talking about actresses and movies and film stars and music, well, we're not talking about music, but now we're going to talk about music because the dad died of a heart attack while he was dancing Gangam Style.
성숙해 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 여자 이때다 싶으면 묶었던 머리 푸는 여자 가렸지만 웬만한 노출보다 야한 여자 그런 감각적인 여자 나는 선호해 점잖아 보이지만 놀 땐 노는 선호해 때가 되면 완전 미쳐버리는 선호.
The man, dad of 3, had a heart attack while at a Christmas party and in front of her kids, family, friends, etc, etc, etc. By the way, I think since I know Gangnam Style, the hit count has gone up like 1 million or 2 just because of me. Also, I want to talk about the kidnapping plan that was set against Justin Bieber himself. The plan was to kidnap the star, castrate him, mutilate him, and then kill him. Obviously it failed because it was planned to take place on November. 2 men have been arrested so far, Matt Stuckey and his nephew. They were found with a shaving gardener scissors in the trunk of their car, as it couldn't be more epic. Let's talk about some sad news now. Sophie Firth, a 3-year-old girl, died last night at the hospital after being hospitalized for 9 days. 70% of her body was burned because her dress caught fire when she was playing at her grandma's. Which leads me to another question. How can it be fire somewhere where her dress could live? Everyone is devastated because the doctors assured that she would cure. But she had a blood infection and her organs stopped working. So the parents just decided that it was no point of keeping her alive just through a machine. And just to close my chapter for today, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have finally announced the Duchess is pregnant. Maybe you remember the hoax call from the last video. 2 Australian DJs called the hospital where the Duchess was hospitalized, and now it's been confirmed that that morning sickness was due to the pregnancy of the Duchess. If we just set our minds 2.5 years ago, we can remember their marriage, how big it was, how many people were there. I don't know why, but they were there.
She wanted her husband to recognize her. You know how some brides get all wild with the hair? Yeah. She wanted him to be able to recognize her.
Well, that's so much their relationship, that it is a real friendship, and it's not based on fairy tale fantasy. She wanted to look beautiful, but she also wanted to be the woman that she knows that he loves.
And since now they're a happily married couple, they're having their first son or daughter, which they don't want or can't determine yet because it's 6.5 months for birth. I don't remember the beginning of my sentence, so I can't finish it. I also want to mention one remarkable incident that has happened in the match between Sao Paulo from Brazil and the Tigres from Argentina. Sao Paulo won because Argentina didn't play after the break.
O de descanso, di.
Ah, no, sí está bien. After the break, después del descanso. That's not because they surrendered. Some security guards were waiting for them at the break, and they shoot 2 of the players and keep them pointing with guns for almost all the time. Obviously, international measures are being taken. So I'll leave you with the video.
No se juega más, señores, más clarito.
Epa, que estamos ante una situación. Vos tenés autoridades de la Conmebol allí dentro de la cancha, ¿no?
Sí, tengo por aquí, estaba Figueredo. Lo que pasa que, a ver.
Bien, los jugadores...
Qué situación, ¿eh?
Sí,
Terrible, terrible, terrible.
Se vivieron momentos de mucha tensión, ¿sí? Decían nuestros compañeros durante el desarrollo del primer tiempo que el clima se cortó.
And that's all for today. Please comment or like it if you like it, so I can keep up with my motivation and put some more new videos. See ya!